So, hello everyone, welcome to this another session of codeandtech.net. My name is Shibam Dhar, and I will be the host of this interview session. And with me, I have Mr. Jobin, who is the Hack Club lead community in his college. So, Mr. Jobin, how are you?
I'm great. Everything is going good. What about you?
Yeah, it's really nice. Just the pandemic is going on. So first of all, thank you so much for joining me today in this interview session. I really appreciate
My
it.
pleasure. My pleasure.
So let's start with this interview questioning. And so my first question will be like, tell me about your engagement and your community related to stuff.
So it's like just been 4 5 months that I joined Hack Club as a lead, and we have got two leads in our community, and I'm the main club lead. So it's like our college is located in Kerala, and so um, so it's like that. It's a first community that we have got in our college, and the engagement is like students are not really into technology and not exposed to the industrial things that are happening around. So as this community came to our college, it was really helpful to us, and we could bring a lot of things that were practical apart from the textbook and theoretical things, a lot of practical things to the students, so they can try out the things, they can implement it, and they can come with something that's industry relevant. So the engagement is like that. I started with, I know the students were not that into technology, so I had to start with something very basic, like ice break session, something like that. So I first of all introduced many were in a doubt that hack club means something related to hacking something like you see in the movie, you're breaking passwords and all that. So I had to first of
True.
all clear. So I had to first of all clear all their doubts, what exactly hack club meant and what the exactly initiative was and what we are trying to do. So I initially did a session and brought everybody together. So we have many students from different departments who are joining us for different events and sessions. My part is like I lead them, I give them advices, I myself conduct workshops. I till now all the workshops that were conducted, all were conducted by myself. I share the knowledge what I know. So soon we'll be bringing some different people from the outside community also. So regarding engagement, my part, I give my best to the community. I believe that if somebody is willing to do something different rather than sitting here and preparing a group of unemployed
I
students,
understand. Yeah.
I am ready. As you all know, most of we have got a lot of engineers across the country, and the number of cases of unemployability is going high because of the lack of skills and talents. So
True.
if somebody comes towards me, I ask people in the group and WhatsApp and every community and spaces to come up with something. You're ready, then I am ready to help you up till whatever extent you want. And it's a recent case that guy contacted me and told me, buddy, the PUBG is going on. What I will do now? So I told him, buddy, why are you getting worried that you are losing PUBG? So I told him we had a long talk, and I asked him why. I see the game development community in India is really uh, small and meager. So I asked him, let's join our hands and start not big game like PUBG, at least small game, a 2D game we can start and we can develop and we can build up a community in our campus. We can later on build a competitive app against PUBG or such big players in the market. So I was
Yeah.
really yeah, so I was really happy to see that within 48 hours, this guy came up with a working game. I gave him some tutorials, helped him out. He came out with a 2D game exactly like Mario, which he developed from scratch, seeing all these tutorials, and he understood it. He made some modifications, and I was really happy. So I'm happy to see that we have some people around in our community who just need a small push or kick.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Like, really, like community is really basically over making bonds and helping each other and growing together, right?
yes,
So, and so far, what I hear is like it's totally wonderful that I think you are just doing great being their lead. so,
yeah, thanks.
so what are the benefits of this community, of this hack club community? What are the main benefits?
See, as I told, I will tell. I will not be like a lot. I'll not boast or anything like that. Like I will
So
not.
basically, everyone wants to know that why is this community stands out, right? So if I ask you what are the benefits which the community provides to the students who are in the
Yeah.
member of this hack club or are joining the hack club, what are they?
See, we have got a lot of students who are in different departments, different locations. It's like we've got a lot of talents or people ready to do something. The problem is we have not a unified. We don't have a unified platform where all these people can come and join their hands uh, to understand their weakness and what aspect they don't know in that field of technology, and find somebody who knows that technology, join their hands, form a team, and work towards their goals.
Mhm.
Everybody doesn't know, our individual doesn't know every technology, every part of technology. We are experts, or we have a specialization in a particular field, so we need somebody who is really good at something other thing that we are not good. So we need a support, we need a team. So what this community helped us to do is bring all these different students together, give them a platform, give them a formal community or a club where they can come, understand what their fellow students or classmates are doing, what's going on in the industry that we don't know, what's relevant, what all the mistakes we made. We can share that, we can help them out, and that's just the main core concept. But coming to Hack Club, the best thing that I like about Hack Club is that we have got a lot of hackathons running constantly, one after another, where you can try, test, and find out your skills. You can improve your skills. I see recently there was Suns Out Hackathon, Suns Out Hack, and the Hack Club
Mm.
running, and now another is running on. Now it's going on currently. I guess it's Bon Appetit, something going on. So a lot of hackathons are going on. So it's like you never have to wait for a formal occasion so that you can try and test your skills.
So
You can come.
basically, we can say that the hack club is providing a good platform to for everyone so that they can engage themselves into the technical things from different branches, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Is my video clear?
Your video just stopped for a minute.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
So basically, the Hack Club is providing a great platform for everyone from different branches, so that they can come up with several things related to technology and, get the exposure, right? So
Yes. Like I would like to tell it as not a big thing. I would like to tell in a small words. It's like hand. You have 5 fingers. Everyone has each different powers and capabilities, and everybody is important. But when you like close your fingers, your fist, it is creating a big impact. You're bringing all this fight together. This is what exactly this community is doing, bringing all these different aspects together.
absolutely wonderful, wonderful. So, just tell me your one of the best experience you came across. Like, what was the best thing you came across in your community, which you have experienced or saw in your community? Someone doing something which amazed you, anything like that? Just one experience.
Just recently, I told you about this guy who developed the game. His
Yeah.
his name is Sandeep. It's my first outcome. I have helped many people to learn Python, different languages, everything. Get started. I help them get started. I give them advices like if you're falling short of something, or if don't have a resource, I share my resources. I help them out and everything. But the thing is that most people are not able to complete it. But this guy was the first one who came with a proper output in a short span of time, and it really amazed me. And I was happy to. I myself shared this whatever he was doing. I myself shared it in my social media handles. I tried my best to motivate and inspire him, give him a push more so that he can go ahead and try something more.
Yeah, absolutely. Like when we get or someone gets a positive feedback, it always motivates one another, right? Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely wonderful. So my next question is that in a community people join and it gets bigger and bigger, and in a bigger community there might be a chances, or you must have faced conflicts between people, right? like some
Yeah, absolutely.
friends. Yeah. So how do you like tackle them, or what is the procedure you have to?
I call it 3 R's.
Okay.
It's 3 R's. I call it respect, refrain, resolve. These three things are the most important element of a club or a community or a team or a group. Uh, respect each and everybody in your group or team or club or community, irrespective of caste, gender, religion, or department or anything. I've seen colleges come up with department fights. I've seen like, you have one community, we have one club, but people are from different departments. So
True, true.
they start boasting about the department that my field is good, and they end up in or my position is good, or my project is good, and they start fighting. So my first best thing that I would give to the community to follow is respect each and everybody. Second is refrain from doing something that will hurt others. Refrain from interrupting somebody who is talking with you, or is when you're having a discussion. First, allow somebody to complete his talk, or allow him to complete his part, or don't interrupt him. Refrain from doing each and every small step. Maybe it's small or big. Refrain from doing that is gonna hurt somebody. Or also, don't keep ego. There is nothing like ego. Don't let your ego come in between a club or community. Refrain from having a bad ego, or refrain from interrupting somebody, causing somebody hurting somebody, or causing somebody a damage or something. And the third most thing is resolve. As a team lead, I what I do is I go in between this all of these members. I have personal chats with them. I usually meet them. I talk with them. What's going on? What's your current project? Everything. And what's your status with this friend or that friend? How you all are going? And if I think there is a small issue also, that there is a small misunderstanding, I get them all to come together. Even if it's a problem between 2 or 3 people, I tell them to come, all of them to come together as a community or club, wherever we are meeting or as a virtual meeting, come together and resolve it as quick as possible. If you don't resolve, it will start growing. Then then you won't get the chance to resolve it. So resolve it as soon as possible. So respect, refrain, resolve. That's a simple concept.
Those are just wonderful points, and basically what I got, that you handle all the things at a ground level, going into the community and having bond with everyone, all the other members of your community, right?
Yeah. Leadership is all about it. Leadership is not about leading somebody and standing forward. Leadership is about standing in between these guys, not going forward, in between these guys,
True.
holding their hands, helping them out.
True, absolutely. So my next question is that how did you come to know about this community, and how did you join this? What was the
Uh,
procedure?
Yes, so I usually look out for different activities running, and it's like I've been 5-10 years. I was um, like it's been 5-10 years that I have been exposed to this computer technology, internet, and everything. I keep on searching for different things. So I see different communities. I found out that different people from all this community started joining a different community where all these people from different communities are present. It's called Hack Club. And the thing is that, but I didn't know how to enter this community or what's really happening in this. I didn't know. So what happened is that there was a senior of mine. His name was Akhil, and he was a cybersec enthusiast, and he was a good guy. We are usually used to have chats about cybersec things and things happening in the industry and technology fields. So once he told me that there is a thing called a Hack Club, you should try to apply it. So I went on, I found out this thing. He gave me this links, and I went on, I applied on this form, and I had certain questions they had asked me. So I remember whenever somebody asked me for an internship or a application for a job or a lead or anything, uh, you can tell it's my most important point that I mentioned, that my strength and my weaknesses are my passion, because my passion doesn't allow me to sleep, lose my resources, my health, and everything, and work hard to achieve this passion. And the same passion is my strength, because it only allows me to rest when I completely achieve my uh, target or my goal. So this is what I mentioned. I mentioned such things, and I applied. I believe that they liked these things and they selected me. Then we moved on, and I thank my senior because he was my co-lead in this application. I got into his team. He just graduated, but still he's in our club as a mentor because he's a really good person in mentoring us all. He was the one person who uh, took me in this way of brought me into this path of leading students and using your proper technology and talent so that you can bring different students into this. You can expose them to different technology and fields. So I applied and we had a wonderful meeting session with the Asia Pacific heads of ACLub.
Mhm.
And they asked me regarding certain projects that I want to do in the campus. And I shared it with them. They liked it. We got selected. We soon kickstarted our activities. And that's it. It's going really wonderful.
Okay, so basically you went with the protocol and forms and then had an interview session and then finally you became
Yeah, yeah.
wonderful, wonderful. So let's say if some junior or some viewer is watching you and you want to give them some piece of advice in the field of the community or they want to join a community, what it would be?
It's like most of students come. I told you, like many of the students who are like in different colleges, many of them are unaware about technology. Many of them even don't know what exactly AI or blockchain or AR, VR is. They're not aware. So when they come across this technology, they have a fear that I can't start because I don't know. I don't know. So they have a fear in themselves. Many of the students who are my juniors are from biology and they took biology in 11th and 12th, but now they joined in computer science and they are really, they have to learn from scratch everything, programming, coding, anything that they want to do. And when I tell them that I too was a guy from biology and these guys are like, oh, how you managed to learn all these things after you took biology, I tell them it's passion that allows you, even if you are from any field, it's from management, it's from technology. If you have a passion, I've seen my biggest inspiration, uh, our CEO of Google, Sundar Pichai. I see he's a guy from metallurgical engineering, but still, he's the one who is leading a computer science based or a IT field company in this world, in this company. So it's not what you learn or what you have been through. It's about what's your passion. If you have a good passion for computer technology, you want to learn more, you can surely do. But the primary thing is that like many of these guys have a veil in their in front of them. They have a veil that I can't do. This is the biggest thing that's stopping us from all of us from doing something different, something massive. We think that all these big guys, big CEOs, big entrepreneurs, were they born with some extra thing? No, they were not. They were not born with something extra. The only thing is that makes them extraordinary is that extra step. They went extra mile. They did something extra work. That's what made them apart. And as you know, 97% of the people are working under this 3% of people, 3% of this population in this world who took that step, and who didn't take that step are working under this guys. So you should be ready to take the step. You should avoid that fear that I can't do, I don't know. Nobody is born knowing some skill. Everything that you are doing now, I'm talking to, even this thing, the basic thing that I'm talking, I've learned it. I didn't know it. So you should not fear that I don't know. Keep apart your fears. Take a step. Just take a step. You would find somebody to grab your hand and help you, or else even you can, you have some way you can contact me. I would be really happy to help you. I'm a night owl guy, so I am awake till 3 or 4 in the midnight. So you can contact me anytime till that 3 or 4. If I'm offline, I would, as soon as I come online, I would reply. I would help you out. That's what I do. That's what I do in my community. I get a total of 10-15 messages daily regarding something. Even now I'm talking with you, I'm getting messages, buddy, what's this problem? What's this error? So I help them out. So just take a step, just a single step. That's all what you need. Remove your fear, keep about your fear, just a step, and that's it. Once you have taken a step, move forward. Doesn't matter you are going slow, doesn't matter you have failed in your life. Just a step, keep going forward, and you will reach a point where you will be proud that one day I was ready to take that step, and that is the reason I'm standing at this place and I've achieved something considerably good.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, first of all, the passion and the first initiative that everyone should take.
Yes, yes.
That was really a wonderful note. You just, I think it will really help all the viewers who will be watching this. And the next and the last question would be, like, as you said that you help people, right? So just share with us, to everyone, your social handles or your LinkedIn profiles, how they can connect you. That would be the most valuable thing.
Yeah, I would be happy to share it, and people coming out to me will be working, joining hands, will be helping out. We can form teams, we can attend different hackathons, we can work on projects. Be happy to share. My social media handle is the engineer. It's THEINJINEER. You can find me across any social media platform: LinkedIn, Facebook, uh, Instagram, anywhere. And I across this platform, there is unique content that I post. My Instagram has short tutorials, short tips and things. My LinkedIn has my personal achievements and things that I want to work on projects. So you can, if you want to join a project or a hackathon, you can connect me on my LinkedIn. And my Facebook thing is like live projects that I'm working on. I showcase my projects on my Facebook. So any platform you want to connect with me, that's my handle, the engineer.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm sure many will connect with you.
Yeah.
And with this, we come to the end. And Joe, thank you so much for joining me today. It was really a wonderful session interviewing you, and thank you so much. So,
Uh,
yeah,
Thank you, Shivam, for inviting me for such a great initiative that you are bringing. Like I told you, people are not exposed to different
yeah,
things in
absolutely.
technology. Now you may be the reason that many people would be enlightened with this technology and different things happening in this industry. It's a great initiative. Keep going, Shivam. I hope to see you in a bigger position, handling and enlightening different people across the world.
Thank you, thank you. We will surely, and maybe you can join us someday
Yeah,
in
yeah,
future.
sure.
Okay, so thank you all the viewers who are watching this video, and I will be back again with some worldwide communities and worldwide people. Thank you so much.